Welcome, Sagittarius. Hello. My name is Desiree, and you are watching Intuitive Gems. I'm going to be doing your wealth, finance, prosperity, abundance, and money reading for the month of August 2019. I want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading today. If you're not subscribed, I'd like to invite you to subscribe. I do these readings each and every month, and the focus is always on wealth, prosperity, money, finance, abundance, and all that good stuff. So, we are doing the reading for Sagittarius. Now, so many of you had requested I use the Trippin Rider-Waite deck for the readings for this month. So many of you like and love this deck. I'm right there with you. This is one of my favorite decks to use. So I'll be doing the majority of your reading, or I should say the main part of your reading with this deck. I will be clarifying like I always do with my Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot deck. And then I will wrap up your reading with the Oracle of E cards. So, as I have said before, this is a very chatty deck. She likes to definitely give us messages right away. Now, I'm kind of having a hard time shuffling for you, Sagittarius, and that tells me that you are working through some energetic blockages. Now, we did have the retrograde for July, and I feel like a lot of you are kind of moving past that. However, it did slow things down as it related to your money, your wealth, your finances. But we're going to see what's going to happen in August. We're going to see what the energy is and what the messages are for you. So let's go ahead and get right into it. What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2019? Oh, big changes coming for you, Sag. Big changes. Okay. Make sure I'm not cutting anybody off. There we go. All right, Sagittarius. So it looks like you're going to be going through a big transition as it relates to your career and money, probably right in the beginning of August, right straight out of the gate. We have the 10 of Cups, or the 10 of Coins here. We have the King of Pentacles in the upright, the Fool in reverse, Ace of Pentacles, Death in reverse, and Ace of Swords. Now, you've got two aces here. Now, this tells me that you do have some new things brewing. However, it's going to be a lot. You're going to have to go through a lot of change. You're going to have to really be uncomfortable if you want to see progress with that. And I think part of that uncomfortability is kind of what's the energy that has turned this Ace of Swords kind of in the reverse. This isn't bad. It just means that things are slow and things are not progressing, but it's not because of outside interference. It's because of you learning how to deal with the change. It's like when people come into a lot of money, they still have to adjust. They have to adjust, from being, in poverty mindset to now having more money than they know what to do with. So that's definitely the journey that I see that you're on. I see that you are really, it's like you're moving forward. Things are mapped out for you in a big way. I see, like I said, this 10 of Coins here. Now, this is collaborations. This is working with someone, and it's really partnering with the right people at the right time. We have the King of Pentacles here. This is someone who is very smart with their money, with investments, with real estate, with finances. Someone you trust. This could be you, Sagittarius, or it could be a mentor. Now, we have the Fool here. This is about going on a new journey. However, your journey is on hold right now because you have so many changes that you're trying to adjust to. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is starting a brand new venture, a brand new business. But again, because you have these changes going on, it's kind of slowing things down. But that's not a bad thing. It's just that period of adjustment. So as we move through August, especially as we start in August, just know that you're going to be going through a period of transformation. And it may feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It's kind of like growing pains. All right, what else do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2019? All right. All right, Sagittarius. Now, whatever's going on, you've got it. You've got it. We've got the Knight of Wands here in reverse, the World card, one of my favorite cards, and you've got that in the upright, which means, hello, things are coming full circle. You've got the Queen of Swords here, a little bit of a testiness. The Queen of Swords, she's got that testy energy here. You know, it's like she knows what she wants. Don't mess with her and don't mess things up. We also have the King of Cups here, heavy emotions here, and we have the Moon card. All right, so there's some information lurking and brewing in the background that hasn't quite come to the surface yet. So just really use your best judgment when you're making decisions and when you're taking action, okay? Because part of this change and part of this readjustment, there's some information that you just don't know yet. And once you finally do get the information and the knowledge, I have a feeling that this is all going to smooth out. The change is not going to feel so abrupt. Now let's look at this Knight of Wands here. Now this is a fast-moving energy as it relates to work. This is probably going to be what you're going to be feeling and experiencing in that second week of August. You're going to be feeling like things are just moving very, very quickly, and that work is definitely shifting for you in a big way. However, we have the World card here. This is an excellent card. This means that things are coming full circle. Things are definitely turning in your favor. This could also mean some travel as it relates to work, okay? So just be open to that. You may be taking a business trip, or you may actually get offered a chance to maybe go somewhere to collaborate or to work on, you know, something, or maybe to maybe some type of a proposal. That's the word that's coming to me now. We're going to clarify this with the other deck here, so I can get more information for you, Sagittarius. And again, I'm having some trouble shuffling your cards, which tells me that you're working through some blockages. I'm feeling like it's some emotional blockages that are kind of holding you back. What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2019? I want one more card for Sagittarius. I feel like I need one more card to come out. Okay. All right, we've got the Emperor, Ten of Wands here, Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Yep. So you've had some history with someone that's really causing a lot of emotions to kind of interfere with your decision making. I see this happening probably in the second to third week of August. There's someone or something that you have history with, and it's interfering with your decisions today, or I should say, as will interfere with your decisions as we move into the new month. Now, this is a burden that you have kind of worked to release and to let go of. You've also used some judgment. You know, maybe you've made decisions not based on the information in front of you, but on what you know intellectually and sometimes emotionally. And you have to be careful with that, because sometimes you can get overwhelmed with emotions and it can interfere with other areas of your life. And I do see that happening for you, Sagittarius, like I said, sometime in mid-August. However, you're going to be prepared for it, because this is not anything new. This is not new information. This is not something coming out of the blue. These are things that you've dealt with before. And I think you know that you have to be careful. You have to really guard your emotions, because you know that sometimes you can get really caught up with something or someone, and then it really affects you in a very deep, deep way. Now we have the Four of Cups here, and I do see you. It's almost like you were at one point not seeing the situation for what it is, but now, because this is in the reverse, that energy has passed and that energy has shifted. I also see this card, I'm seeing this as tenacity. It's like things are good, but you want them to be great. You want them to be exceptional, extraordinary. Don't we all? So I see this as just not settling. Okay? You're not going to settle. You're not going to take anything less than what you deserve. And that's definitely a good character trait to have. What else do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2019? All right, Sagittarius, emotional bondage here. However, I feel like that's going to actually, I feel like it's going to slow things down, and I want to be honest with what I see here. Because you have some emotional attachments, it's definitely going to slow things down. But that doesn't mean it's a permanent situation. I see the Queen of Wands here. Now, this could be an actual person that maybe you have an emotional attachment to, or it could be the energy of the Queen of Wands. And she is someone who is very, she's very rigid. She's very by the book. She's very someone who goes to work, gets the job done, and doesn't veer from the rules. Okay, so it could be that energy, or this could represent an actual person. Okay, it could represent an older woman. I want to say someone 40 plus. So that could be this here, depending on how it resonates with you and your particular situation. But the good thing is we have the King of Pentacles here. Now, this is someone who is totally in charge, totally smart with their money, very smart with investing, very smart with knowing how to manage money, knows how to make really strong money finance decisions. And that's you. And that's definitely going to be happening probably within the 3rd to 4th week of August. Okay, so you definitely have your head on straight as it relates to money. However, you just have some residual things that I think you need to kind of clear up in order to move forward. I want 2 more cards because I'm feeling like there's a little bit more here that we need to see what's going on. What else do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of August 2019? All right, we've got the Five of Wands, and then we've got the Empress here. And now this Five of Wands, this is heated discussions going back and forth. Sometimes it's being in a group setting and the group just doesn't get along. Everybody's not on the same page. Sometimes everyone has their own agenda. Sometimes some people, some people want to go one way, some people want to go another way. So you're going to be feeling that as we move towards the end of August. However, we have the Empress here, and this is a card all about new beginnings, creativity, a birth potentially, also new ideas and intuition as well. So as we round out the month of August, just know that you're going to go through a lot of ups and downs in the month, but it's going to pan out to something beautiful. It's going to pan out to something very, very creative. You're going to tap into that creative energy and that creative spirit, and it's definitely going to pay off in a big way because, like I said, I see this King of Pentacles. I do see someone very smart, not losing any money, but making really good, solid decisions as it relates to money. You're going to get some new ideas that are going to definitely be profitable, and it's definitely going to it's going to be the result of probably breaking through some of this emotional blockages that you have been feeling like you've been holding on to for so long, like we saw here with that Ten of Wands in the reverse. So Sagittarius, it's going to be a good month. However, you're going to have a lot of work to do. You're going to have a lot of I want to say a lot of emotional releasing that you have to do in order to move forward. And I think you know this, Sagittarius. This is nothing new. It's not like this is all just springing up out of the blue. These are things that you've dealt with in the past and that you've addressed in one way or another. And so the time now is to just actually take action. So let's go ahead and pull an oracle card. This deck is the Oracle of E. And I'm feeling like this is the one for Sagittarius. From scratch. Interesting. I want to read what this one says from the book. All right, congratulations. You got all the ingredients for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. I love it. I think this basically just reiterates everything that we talked about in your reading for August 2019, Sagittarius. You have what it takes. You know what to do. You just have to kind of move past some of these emotional, energetic blockages, and you're going to start something wonderful. Something magical is definitely on the way. However, you're just going to have to make some decisions, and you're going to have to take action and get to work. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this reading, Sagittarius. If you have any comments, concerns, observations, feel free to drop those down in the comment section below. Thank you so much for taking this time or spending this time with me, and I will definitely see you next time.